Welcome to Fortune Cookies Tarot on a rainy Saturday morning here in the Northeast USA. Hope you guys are all doing well. I'm Annabelle, tarot practitioner for over 35 years. I am starting to feel sore because I went to boot camp this morning and it was obstacle course. So I joined this gym with my sister-in-law. She's been going for, I guess, 2 years or so. And it's right up my alley. It's painful, intense workout for like a half hour. So I should be doing about 8 other things, but wanted to come on, wanted to do a live, wanted to see you guys start out the month great. There's a bit of drama going on with some of my other friends. I got my good buddy in here. Hey, Trevor. Hey, Trevor. I'll be catching up with those beers in a little bit. So I want to do something a little bit different today. So all of y'all know that like I'm a huge fan of the royal family. It's one of the cool things about Alicia and I when we do our dueling tarot together is Alicia's not a fan of the royal family, but I am. And so it's actually really, really cool. So what I wanted to do first is I want to address the absolutely insane rumors about Catherine, Princess of Wales. So, I always like to, and this is probably because I was an English major and a history minor. And, when you look at history, when you look at literature, you always have to look with, a modern day scope, the scope that was in place when a piece of fiction was written or when a situation was happening. You always have to kind of look at all sides of the equation. So I like to look at some of the people don't quite agree with the royal family, maybe think it's a waste of money for our British citizens, our United Kingdom citizens. So rumor number one is that she is in a medically induced coma. Rumor number two is that the Prince of Wales did something and has rendered her incapable of functioning. And rumor number three is that she's being cloned. So let's take a look at these three things and see if there's any validity to them. I don't think that there is, but let's see if there's any validity to them. We'll kick it off with this. If you guys want readings, I'm more than happy to do readings for y'all. What we'll do is, $5 donation recommended. If you can't do it, just let me know in the comments, but put them in bold and just be patient. I know I've got a bunch of subs in here. I've got Celtic Rune Singer. I've got Deborah's here, or not subs, moderators. So just be patient, guys. Like I will get to you. If you put your request in bold, if you do super chat or super sticker, I'll see it much easier. I'm also over on Instagram. I'm streaming live to Instagram. I like to stream to Instagram because I want to approach the audience there. But it's a little complicated. Thank God I have all these screens. I have 3 screens here. So I have to monitor the chatter in that as well. So let's start with rumor number 1. Oh, Gregory, what did you just spray?
Varnish.
Gregory is trying to get the Saturday night started with a little inhale. Cool. Why are you doing this to me? I'm already on another planet being psychic. Yeah, and now I did sloppy shuffle. It must be because I'm catching those fumes. This is why I need my own room, people. This is why I need my own room.
I'm trying to get you out of
it. Well, that would be fumes from your other end.
Why don't you make that
happen? Please don't. We might explode. People are dropping off the chat. So all right. So let's see. First, Princess of Wales rumor that she is in a medically induced coma, and that's why no one's seeing her. Look, I'm like Neil from the Young Ones. I've got 6 pairs of hands like Krishna. I'm not Krishna. All right. So seriously, they can't put any flavoring in that varnish?
Hmm?
They can't put any flavoring in that varnish?
Favorite. Dirty varnish.
It's varnish flavor. I hope you guys are having a great day. Let me know what you're doing. Let me know how you're celebrating this fantastic rainy Saturday. So, Catherine, Princess of Wales, is she in a medically induced coma? Rumor, let's debunk these rumors. King of Wands, Tower in reverse, Nine of Wands in reverse, Page of Wands in reverse, Judgment. Are we in a medically induced coma? I don't think so. So if we saw that like someone had put her into a coma to shut her up and stop her from, telling the truth about whatever in the royal family, we would see someone with a bit more agency than this King of Wands. And you know what I just noticed, guys, when we were doing the psychic news universe, I'm holding my wand like Voldemort. I'm going to apologize. I'm gonna apologize for this. I am not Voldemort, but I'm like, oh, Mr. Potter, Mr. Potter. So Greg's doing his best Voldemort across the room. So if she was in a situation that was being manipulated or driven by something, we would see this King of Wands in the upright. This is a rest period. So if she is the King of Wands production doing events and things that she is very much invested in, we would see this in the upright. This is also very fast moving. So when we go into reverse, maybe the work that she's doing is going a bit slower and it's much more tailored to the things that she needs to do, like on paper, in preparation for when she comes back, which, as described by the royal family initially, this is going to be Easter time. So, we're not on a weird timeline here. It's not like they said, oh, she'll be back next week and, she's still MIA. So it's not really what some outlets are describing. So we would see that here. Now, the Tower in reverse, and you all that follow me know the Tower in reverse. I always say this is something that we have done to ourselves, or something that we can see coming. The Tower, when it's in the upright, is cataclysmic and it happens all at once. It's kind of a surprise. We have a surprise situation. This is in reverse. So everything that's going on with her is as expected. We, as described, I almost unplugged us from everything. So everything's going as planned. Here, we're going to get full disclosure on this. Mark my words. I think with all the speculation and craziness that's gone on, I think we're going to get disclosure on this. And I think we may see her go to light duty when she comes back. So I think we're going to see her, but not see her with the same cadence that we're used to seeing her. Up here, this Wheel of Fortune in reverse. This tells me that the recovery is not going as well. Now, we had Tom Bauer the other day who was saying it's a serious illness. It's not do one and done and we're simple. It's a serious illness. He's not disclosing what he knows. I'm not speculating on what's wrong with her. Those of you that are friends with me know what I do think. So, but I'm not going to broadcast that here. I'm not being weird. I just think that it's I'm gonna roll with what the royal family has said. They don't want anybody speculating. They just want it to be cool. Aries rainbow child, I hope she's pregnant up there. And I'm not of the opinion that she is. I think they're really done having kids. Her pregnancies were very difficult. And she is a geriatric pregnancy at this point, even though she's really, really fit and she looks really great. It's a geriatric pregnancy and it would be tricky to do that. So I think this is the recovery is not as smooth as they would like it to be. I think they would like it to go a lot smoother, but anticipated backsliding, I think, is going on. So that's fine. We'll see her come out again, like I said, maybe with less frequency. We're going to see her maybe doing things that are on paper more so. And the Judgment, when we get to the end of this, I am fairly sure that we're going to see a big splashy return at Easter when they do the whole presentation and go to church. I think we're going to see her. I think she's going to look lovely. I think she may walk a little bit slower. I think people may speculate on that. That's fine. You know, if everyone gets hurt, hi TD, if someone gets hurt, if they have a surgery, it takes time to recover. You gotta roll with that. You know, I'm taking time to recover from my class today. And I got my last 2 trays of Invisalign and I hadn't had them in for a couple of weeks. And I thought I could do the broadcast now with them in. Absolutely not. I had to take them out. My whole mouth was hurting. So when I get done with this, I'm going to take some Tylenol. I'm going to have a drink. I'm going to put my trays back in and I'm going to sit in front of the TV, I think, for the remainder of this rainy day. So I think, again, you know, when we get to this point, I think we're going to see her moving a little bit slower, not as exciting. Down here, this is, again, I think we're going to disclose. I think the royal family will disclose what actually happened to her. Be a teachable moment. So, okay, so I said the second part is that, and this is all those sugars, bum, 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 honey, honey. They're all saying that the Prince of Wales lost his temper, was possibly fueled by delicious brown, which is what we were drinking last night. We were drinking old fashions last night. They were scrumdiddlyumptious. We had our friend Corey over here, world-renowned engineer. So we hang out with famous people. So is this situation the result of a misstep by the Prince of Wales? I gotta be careful. I can't, you guys know I can't say certain things on here. So welcome everybody. We've got 23 people in here. This is just the warm-up, boys and girls, just the warm-up. So the Prince of Wales do something. Hard decision made there. Generosity, protection, but then releasing that information. So teachable moment here for all my tarot fam. Love you guys. So the 6 of Pentacles and the 4 of Pentacles are interesting cards to have next to each other. So one of the things that we need to know is this 4 of Pentacles is protecting the secrets, keeping those things close to our heart, keeping things really tight to our chest and not letting people in. The 6 of Pentacles, when it is in the upright, is about generosity. Hello, Grumpy Sapper, my favorite guy. How are you doing over there? So, when we get these together, they kind of echo each other when this card goes in reverse, because we're not being generous. We're not doling out sweets and good things for people. We're not doling out information. We're keeping it very close to the chest. Now, this is a hard decision here. The 2 of Swords is making a difficult decision that is irrevocable at the end of it all. So this decision to not disclose, because this is really where the story starts. Are we going to address these crazy rumors? So not only does Prince William, Prince of Wales, not only does he have to respond on the street to a journalist who had said, is the royal family the R word? Because we can't say that on YouTube. Is the royal family the R word? He had to say, we're very much not an R word family. Now he's got to answer to this one. And I think the decision to not do that, to keep that close to his chest, to not address it, to not let that cat out of the bag, is a difficult decision, because they do want to have some transparency. They do want to be accessible to the general population. They want to be part of the culture. And a good example of the culture, but part of the culture at the same time. So I think he's having some difficulty with addressing the rumor and letting out the information. But then we get here. So this is interesting, because we get here and this says we're going to let out the information. We're going to give people access to what's going on with her. Given the situation with the son-in-law of what's her name? Michael of Kent. What is she? Princess Michael? Princess Michael of Kent? Or is she Duchess? I don't know. But with the young man. Oh, I just called a 45-year-old a young man, Greg.
You're old AF.
Because I'm old AF. Oh, I love you too, honey. Wow. So I have a good husband. I have a really good husband. And he's handsome. And he's handsome as all get out. You guys will see him one day. One day he'll show up and he won't have actually, I was thinking I was going to get you a lizard mask, Greg, so you could be my lizard husband. You don't want to be a lizard people?
No.
I love the lizard people.
No, they're bad.
Lady Gabriella, Duchess of Kent. Thank you very much, Grumpy. Thank you, Carolina. Carolina, mi amor. How are you today? So, I think they're going to, once all is said and done, once she is back up, healthy, running, at 70, 80% capacity, and this is the Princess of Wales we're talking about, I think that they're going to use it as a teachable moment. Under the surface down here, this is this teachable moment. They have some emotions about it. They've got some feelings about it, and they want to do things about it, but they're not going to just yet. Up here, they're formulating the response to this insulting suggestion that the Prince of Wales did something to make this happen. So now here's the big one, guys. This is the big rumor about the Princess of Wales, that she is being cloned. So I'm going to tell you guys that we have a very funny thing. My son is a late teenager at this point. But when he was little, he was sick all the time and he would have all these crazy accidents. And at one point, he had gone, when he was a toddler, he had gone to the doctor, the emergency room accident. And what do you guys call it? A&E. You guys call it A&E on British lands, but we just call it emergency services here, the emergency room. And he had gone 3 times over like a 3-month period. I broke his leg going down a slide. He was a little bit of a guy. And I went down this 3-foot slide with him on my lap because he kept throwing himself back and hitting his head, and his foot twisted under, went with the sneaker, and it broke his foot. It broke his ankle, his leg, and it was awful. He had a hip cast, and I have pictures of it. I felt like the worst mother in the world. But then he jumped off my porch and smacked his head into the ground, and he went to play gym, and they had him hang from the rings, and they dislocated his elbow. The weight of his body dislocated his elbow. So I had to tell our emergency room, I was like, we're not doing this to him. We really like him. He's just a boy. But then when we bought this house, he got sick. He had the flu, bronchitis, strep throat, turned into scarlatina, and we wound up in the hospital for a whole day. So a whole day and an overnight. They made him stay overnight and pumped him full of antibiotics. So we told him that every time he got sick or got hurt, we cloned him and told him that the hot water heater was the cloning machine. And it was fun. So cloning is fun, when you're talking about plants or teasing your 8-year-old. So is the Princess of Wales being cloned right now? Is she being cloned right now? Is that what's going on? And we're just having fun with this, guys. I just, the speculation is crazy. Are they bringing her to Mount Shasta? That would be to the Lemurians, right?
Yeah.
Anybody want to ask questions about the Lemurians? I love the Lemurians. So are they cloning her? No, under the surface, they didn't have enough material with just a fingernail scraping.
Yeah.
Greg, I want to be cloned. Think about how much content I could put out if I was cloned. Wait a minute, Grumpy Sapper said, does that mean that William can have a threesome? Oh, that opens up a whole can of worms, doesn't it? So 38 people. I hope you're having a great Saturday. You are not allowed to be cloned. I'm not allowed to be cloned. Why not? Who's saying that? Facebook user said I can't be. That would be too loud. Oh, that's got to be Kay. Oh, yeah, I am pretty loud. I am pretty loud in here. So, oh, it is Kay. Hi, honey. So, but Kay, think about how awesome that would be if we could clone ourselves. Like we could buy that farm and oh, I just hit my camera. We could buy the farm and we could have like all these farm workers that look just like us. We could yell at each other. It'd be great. We could have like we could have like a goth K, and we could have like a preppy Anna. Like it could be really fun. We could be like the Spice Girls. Oh my god, I could like, but I would clone myself 5 times and make each one a different Spice Girl. So that would be my plan. We could be the farm workers. So is she being cloned? No, that technology is way too out in the future. We can't clone anything. Not yet anyway. I mean, maybe some sheeps and stuff like that. So I said sheeps. I said sheeps. So yeah, not doing that. You know, the discussion was weird. They said no, they said no, they said no, not enough material. So let's do a little bonus question. Is she getting a Neuralink? Are they hooking her up with a Neuralink? Did she need that? Because they're saying like she's like a Stepford wife and she's being controlled by the royal family, just like the late Princess of Wales. If I was going to put like mind altering technology, like wouldn't you just put it in the lover's knot tiara and like be done with it there? So is she getting a Neuralink? Are they hooking her up with Neuralink so they can control her? Seriously, the things people say. I don't know. These cards kind of suggest Neuralinks. The Magician. I got 2 cards up top. So if this is Neuralink, that's kind of cool. Under the surface, did not want to do it. Dominant energy did not work. The situation did not work. So if they were trying to put that Neuralink in, it didn't work. Here, thinking about it, could be really cool, could enhance one's life. And sure, why not? Let's do it. I'll give it a shot. But then it didn't work. So we got to come up with another idea and maybe use some psychic abilities to make that happen. So, ooh, that pomegranate's making me think about avocado. Now I want avocado. Maybe
make you think of avocado.
Maybe my Neuralink is kicking in.
Does the sky look a little Wednesday?
Does what?
Hey, what color is the sky? I don't know. A little Wednesday?
It's a little Wednesday. What'd you eat for dinner? Capricorn. All right, people. Now it's your turn. So who's up for some readings? We got no one on not one person is looking on Instagram. So I think I may flip that Instagram around and just make it my own personal nonsense on there. Wouldn't want to clone myself. I'm a wreck. So let's do this. Let's take a look at the future. The future of cloning. Wait a minute, we could do it to the Blondie song. Cloning, you gotta get. Oh no, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
No, it's gotta end in about.
Taquitos.
No, fajitas.
Fajitas?
Yes.
Was it fajitas? Oh my God, Kay and Heather are together. That's double trouble. What is going on? Are you guys like pulling off like a diamond heist or something? Do you guys want to come on, Kay and Heather? I can put you guys, I can actually bring you on if you want. Here, look. I'll do an invite. Watch this. This is magic here. The magic. So Kay and Heather, you guys can click on that guest link and it will bring you right into the green room. I think everyone would like to meet you, Kay. I talk about you a lot. So how is cloning going while we're waiting for the gals to come in? How is cloning going? Or Neuralink? That was what we were talking about, Neuralink. How is Neuralink going for Elon Musk? So he's onto something here. This is going to be a way to correct foundational things, but they're still working on it. This is a great idea. I know like a lot of people have a lot of feelings about Neuralink. Those of you that are new to my channel, I am an epileptic. I had a head injury and I have epilepsy from that. I have not had a seizure since like the year 2000. But that was one of the things when my seizures were really bad. At one point, I was having an average of 8 grand mals a day. And I said to the neurologist in California, I was like, just cut my brain open and fix it. And horrible moment. He said, yeah, we really don't know that much about the brain. And I was like, wait, what? You're like one of the greatest neurologists in the world. And he was like, yeah, we really don't know much about it. What's that?
What we do is called practice.
Yeah, so Greg said it's why what we do is called practice. So Neuralink I think is going to be something very, very interesting for conditions like that, for paralysis, et cetera, et cetera. So Nana, I ask for a $5 donation. So I've got a whole bunch of pay apps that are in the ticker and above. If people don't have it and you're really desperate for a reading, just let me know. Let me know. So there we go. There we go. So oh, look at this. Hello, Missy. How are you and Heather? You guys are on mute. Unmute yourself. Speak your truth. I don't know why you're on mute. So, all right. So, guys, I'm going to introduce. These are 2 of my oldest friends that are coming on. So, Kay and I have known each other since 2nd grade, I think. Went to primary school together. And Heather, I've known since middle school because I think she went to a different primary school, but I'm not sure. And gosh, I'm very lucky. I have friends for many, many decades, but I talk about Kay all the time. Are you going to unmute yourself or? Oh, now she's not connected. We lost her. All right. She might reconnect. So, all right. Well, her question, because we have been talking about doing a, I'm just going to pull up the comment. So not truly a commune, but some kind of situation where a number of us can all hang out and live together and have like a common purpose. So you guys know I really want to own a bed and breakfast. Heather is a hell of a farmer. She is a hell of a farmer. So I need Heather to come on board. Kate is a people dozer. She's real good at getting people from point A to point B. Oh, okay. There we go. Hi.
I want to know where we should buy our parcel of land to start our wellness retreat center.
All right, so let's look at well, is Heather there with you?
No.
Oh, where? I thought she was with you.
No, we just happened to log on at the same time.
Oh, yippee.
Yeah, so it's meant to be to do a reading on where our commune's going to be.
So
let's call it something different though.
What was that?
Let's call it something different though.
Let me I'm kicking out your
Get my-
other yeah, I
rid of
got
my
your other
push-
one gone. So let's the best way to do this is we should look at regions. So let's look, give me a region that we're going to look at.
Okay. Like Tennessee, Kentucky area.
Okay, inland southeast. Is that inland southeast?
I don't even know. Central. I don't know. South Central. I don't know.
That is a good spot. It will be transformative. So if we're looking at this as what we want, what we need, what we get. So what we want is a place where we can actually really dig deep and kind of, plant those roots. What we get, or what we want, what we need is something that's a bit more transformative. So well, something that is supportive, transformative, if that makes sense. So, oh, the Penelope pick. So this is like we need to be more familiar. So it's, I know I'm like a super yank. Like when every time I go down south, they're like, "Oh my god," they look at me like I'm a complete alien. So that may not be the best place. We might not be accepted there because what we get out of that is we do get conflict. So let's take a look. That was Tennessee and Kentucky. Let's take a look at like Georgia because I know we were talking about Georgia. What we want, what we need, what we get. So Georgia, again, this is, we want to be in a sweet community where people are going to be accepting and kind of letting us do our thing. What we need is something this is a weird card because we need something that is failing that we can, let me swap this out, the card. Sorry about that. Card view. Let's bring that up. So we need something that's failing that we can resurrect, because what we get is this resurrection. The world card, the major arcana is the journey of the fool, from the fool to the world. And the world is, he has passed on and he's recycling into a new lifetime. So this would be kind of a whole new experience for us in Georgia. I know Greg is allergic to heat. But you never know. It might work. His body is actually 50% prepared to live in heat.
Exactly.
So his mom's from the south of Japan, so that's hot. Tropical. It's almost tropical.
No, that's Georgia.
It's what?
It's that same climate as Georgia.
Same climate as Georgia. See, you belong there.
Yeah.
Georgia.
I would rather have heat than cold. All right. What's our next thing? What do we have?
Let's take a look at just for fun, because we like it. New England. Let's see what New England holds. I know you don't like it.
No, not going.
What we want, what we need, what we get. That would be good for business. There would definitely be some good business that we have up there. Let's take a look at Texas. What we want, what we need, what we get. Yeah, Texas, it looks like that again. I think we would be able to thrive there, but I think we would want to skip out eventually. So Foxy. Okay, say hi to my friend Foxy there. Foxy's over in England.
Foxy. Hi, Foxy.
Foxy, Kay is one of my oldest friends. I have known her for many, many moons.
Dearest and youthful friends.
What's that?
One of your dearest and youthful friends.
Yeah, one of my dearest and youthful friends. Oh, and we've got trolls. Look at that. Trolls showing up right away. They don't even play games. They just show up. They show up and they try and do readings for everybody in the comments. And Iva, if you want a reading, go ahead and lay it on me, sweetie pie. And Ashley is just hitting up everybody. Thanks, Ashley. I sense that you need a reading from me. I love how they're so dramatic. I'm so bitchy right now. I am so bitchy.
What else
But
can you do a reading on that's going on in the world?
what's up?
What else can you do a reading on that's on our minds?
I don't know, but this one is blowing you up on the Facebook. What so let's you want to get Penelope? Do you want Penelope to get a reading?
No, she's good.
Why not? She's like,
No.
nah, I don't believe in that.
No, just no.
No.
Just no.
Kay's dog Penelope has the best life of any dog that I've ever seen in my whole life.
She does.
She like has like personal assistant.
She does. A phone. A
She has a phone,
a dedicated line. Yeah.
No, she really does have a phone. Kay has a setup that it distributes treats too, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yes. Yes, it does.
That is so jacked up. I need access to that so I can send her treats and I can talk to her.
I'll send you the info so you can download it.
Oh
Hello
my God,
to
I love
lovely
that.
Kay. Hi, Foxy.
Raven's asking for one.
So can you do any kind of reading on like I am feeling a lot of weird things happening in New York that I don't think are getting media coverage.
Yeah, let's do it.
Purposefully not getting media coverage. And I'm here and I can hear the sirens and I have the Citizen app and there's some very violent things happening in my once peaceful neighborhood. So I mean,
let me flesh this out a little bit because we got a lot of people in here from England, so and abroad. So the Citizen app is a crime app that you can see different things that are going on. So it's not like arrests or anything like that. What it is, it's
people, it's the
yeah,
citizens
it's
uploading.
yeah, crowd witnessing. So if there's some guy who's running down the road with a mask and a machete,
Yes.
it's gonna get posted. I'm trying to just star some of these some of these comments here.
So like when will this calm down? If will it calm down? What is it related to? Will it get worse, as we near the big day? What's going on?
Are you gonna be on the mainland for that?
I'm not going to be. I don't plan on being on the mainland.
You're gonna be here for election night, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
You should come here.
I'm absolutely.
I'm staying up for that.
I'm not going to be in New York City for that.
All right, so let's see what's going on in New York City right now.
Yeah.
So the moon, things are hidden. Oh, and there's the devil. And it's to upset what's going on. So the moon is things that are hidden. The devil is the devil is much like Lenormand. It's the mice that are eroding the whole system and eroding this happy home. So what is the machinery underneath this that is affecting it? We're going to take out, you guys know, we're going deep because I'm pulling out the Mildred Payne spooky deck. It freaked me out for the longest time when I first got it. So, all right. So let's see what's going on here. We're going to get 3 more clarifier cards from Mildred Payne. The lore behind this deck is that there was a young lady in the 20s that was committed because she was seeing visions and telling people their future, just like me. And her family put her away. And the second hospital that she was in burned down. And they found this deck wrapped in a nightgown that had Mildred Payne's name on it. So there's a really good little story behind it. The key is hidden. The monsters are watching out. The devil is watching out for what? For the hatred and the hag. And then the home or buculum. I have a hard time saying that. So they're trying to unseat the happy home of the future. So the powers that be. Can we get some insight into who the powers that be are? Let's do a little get Alicia's deck out here. If you're not a fan of my buddy Alicia Wicker, go on over and subscribe to her channel. She is super delicious and super fun. And you can purchase this deck at her website, aliciawicker.com. Oh, Foxy, I saw your comment. We'll get to it. Boo-boo. All right. So what's up with this? This is a crime and true crime and conspiracy deck. We got to jump out. We're just going to take that natural disaster. This is a natural disaster in New York City. But tell me more. Tell me more. Sing it, Kay.
Like, does he have a car?
Tell me more.
Did you get very far?
MK Ultra. Polar shift. Now, if polar shift is actually a phenomenon that happens every now and then, the Earth does change magnetic poles. It's not what you think. It's not like the whole world shifts, but the magnetic poles shift, and it causes land masses to move. So we think that this happened about 12,000 years ago, when possibly Atlantis sunk into the ocean along with Lemuria. So if you believe in that sort of thing. So the pole shift can also be a shift of political orientation, can be a shift of good and evil, right and wrong, that kind of stuff. So, with Alicia's deck, there's a little bit of room that we can kind of wiggle on this. So who's directing the traffic on this one? Who is directing the traffic? So that MK Ultra, just so you know, is a little bit of, they're implanting people with information. Psyops. So who's doing this? Work. Motel, hotel. Spouse, partner. River. Hang on, guys. And watch. Not coming up to the surface right now. That hag card always makes me a little bit nervous because I think that that's somebody's wife. Former president. What's that? Are you laughing?
Yeah, because you used to call her the hag, didn't you?
Yeah, well, that's Alicia calls her that. Yeah. The hag. So look at this deck. Look at this big deck energy. Oh, wait, here. We can have some fun. I'll do. Here. So that is my little intro for Alicia's deck. Big deck energy. So, Grumpy Sapper, you want to play Cards Against Humanity? You know what? We could do that. Actually, the Hutches and Greg and I, we played Mario Kart and had a blast. We had a double date from our country to that country, so to England to America. So it was pretty cool. So all right, so all the chaos that's going on in New York, what can we expect over the next 6 months? Let's take a look at that. Let's see what we got. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Sing it, Kay.
I'm just paying attention here. I want to know what's gonna. I want to know what's gonna happen to me. Can't sing.
We need a little ukulele time.
Oh, I could do that. While you throw the cards, you mean?
Throw the cards and we'll sing it. We'll sing it in between.
I would like to know what my future holds in New York while I try to stay alive. Yeah, yeah, yeah. In New York, where crazy people thrive. Yeah, 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 yeah. All right.
I love that. Thank you for playing. Thank you for playing along. So, what are the next 6 months like? How we have to look at a trajectory like this when we're trying to figure out what's going to happen. We have to look if the cards erode, if things fall apart, like Chinua Achebe. So, the sun in reverse. The sun is setting. Things are coming undone. They're getting darker. And then we have this strength card, which is patience. This isn't patience on our part. It's patience on the part of the people that are causing this erosion, because then they light the fire and it's too late to leave. So you're getting a lot of fun in here. So encore, you're getting a lot of
Wow, I'm a big hit. I think I'm the background. I'm the official background music for you.
Your official background music.
Sweet. I found my gig.
It is your gig. This is your gig. So I'm just checking here, looking at comments. So Kay and I are both formally trained singers. So we're nearly professionals.
We're very unprofessional singers.
This is very unprofessional.
Fortune Cookie Tarot. Fortune Cookie Tarot. Yeah. Fortune Cookie Tarot.
No crumbs. He loves a fortune cookie. I have no idea why I picked that for my company name. It should have been Sloppy Shuffle Tarot. It was too late after I did the LLC, but nonetheless. So it looks like things are going to continually erode. And this is, they really want those emotions sparked up. They want those spicier emotions there. So, and they also want it at the point where people cannot leave. So it's going to be landlocking people. Manhattan's an island. Those of you that don't know that, it's an easy place to kind of shut down. September 11th was, a kind of a key moment for that. My sister-in-law was working not far from the World Trade Center, and getting off the island was pretty difficult. And the ferry that she got on actually started listing, and it was a near catastrophe as they were trying to make their way back over to New Jersey. And for those of you that don't know, where I live in New Jersey, I can actually see Manhattan if I go down to the beach. So we're this close. And Kay is in one of the boroughs. So, she's up there in the thick of it. That's why she's asking all these questions. So, the under the surface here is to really upset the good behavior of the people of New York. So, the good people that are kind of worn down from all the drama that's going on, they're going to be a little titchy because they've just about had enough. The people that are, so those of you that are not in the states, one of the big beefs that's going on right now is that the migrants that have come across the border that are transported to New York are being given $1,000 a month, free housing, a whole bunch of stuff. We just had, did they actually do the trucker strike, Kay?
I don't know if that ever happened. There was a lot of people posting about it. I honestly don't know because I'm not in Manhattan, so I didn't really keep up with that.
Yeah, so the truckers, the transporters were going to strike that day. It was going to be a union strike because of the debit cards that were being given out. I don't know if anybody did that, but it's a hot topic. So I think that and this is me not psychically speaking. This is me just speaking. The situation with the migrants is they have been promised something and it's not really there. The structure is not in place for them. So while it's great that we want to give asylum to all of these people, you have to have some kind of a safety net other than a payout every month for them. There has to be work, there has to be things. And we're starting to see some of that spreading into the bedroom communities and the commuter communities, ours included. Town just over Deborah, your old town. They just peopled up one of the hotels there, the one that was across from the old drive-in movie theater. So yeah, need him. Well, I think the assumption is we have all this this extra space in the middle of the country, the flyover states. I think that the thinking is that. So Kay, Foxy wanted to know if we were supporting the incumbent president. And I know we both have an opinion of that. Yeah, and I'll answer. He hasn't done a great job.
I do not think he has done a good job, and the pendulum has swung too far in a direction that needs to come back to a normal, common sense approach to handling problems, not trying to drum up votes, which I don't think this country will ever see. I'm sad to say.
Yes. So yeah, Foxy, New Jersey is you can drive end to end, I think in 3 or 4 hours. It's not that big. And that's from tip to toe. And you can drive across it, I think, in an hour and a half, 2 hours. We're not a big state, but we are the most densely populated state. So every time you turn around, you crash into somebody in your car, in the grocery store. Yeah, Kay, I told you Kathy got run over in the grocery store, right? By a smart cart at ShopRite.
Yes.
So our other friend, the loudest librarian, Kathy, she was at the grocery store and and the girl drew blood. I mean, she was like pretty bloodied up. So, yeah, it was wild. So,
I mean,
poison.
I don't know if we want to talk about more about politics or what's going on in New York City, but what I can tell you from having friends that came to this country that are legally here, and a family who came to this country that is legally here, that it's weird because it's a divided city right now with people that are very resentful of all the work that they had to go through to come here legally and not be given anything versus what's happening now and being given everything.
Right.
So things are really backfiring for the powers to be with what they did, because there's like this conservative group growing, and it's a group of people who are immigrants, really, but they can't. They're pissed. They're really pissed.
Right.
I'm not allowed to say that. They're really ticked because they did everything right and didn't get anything when they got here and worked their ass.
Well, yeah, I mean, Angus's dad immigrated from Scotland, and it took him forever, and that it was pre 9/11, pre all this hubbub, and it took him forever to get his actual citizenship. So, and Greg's mom, she immigrated too. That was a whole other thing. It got increasingly more difficult, even if you were like working really hard here. And that's not to say that Britain doesn't have their own challenges with immigration. I know that they have a lot of people that are coming into their country as well, and the other European countries. But so let's do this. What is it? We're just about an hour. I was just going to stay on for an hour. Let's give me a celebrity. Who do you like, Kay? Let's do a little reading on a celebrity and see.
I like no one.
You like
I really don't like anyone. Have you read on Jason lately? Yeah.
Jason Momoa?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we could take a peek. We could see what's going
Who
on.
else is more interesting? I don't know. Take somebody else. Somebody else.
Miley Cyrus?
Oh, I don't really care about Miley Cyrus. She's okay. We don't care. Who's like in some turmoil? Oh, so I did see a video of Madonna in concert spitting on her audience, and people were people were flipping out that she was spitting, and then she poured water over them.
What?
Yeah. So
she's going through a punk rock phase?
I'm a little
Antichrist.
concerned. I'm a little concerned Madonna's not okay in the head anymore.
I don't think she's been okay for a while.
So maybe we should read on that. Or the Judds. Somebody said the Judds. They're more fascinating. But I'm concerned, like, should Madonna be on stage or should somebody just reel her in real quick?
Death card. Tower card. This is her new, she's doing like a new phase of Madonna. It's Madonna 12.0.
Yeah, it's not working. So
the weird thing about her is that there's always this place of sanctity. This place where Grumpy Sapper. Hang on. I'm tagging that. I'm tagging that as Jon Bon Jovi's birthday. We should meet up at his rest stop. We actually have a highway rest stop like 5 minutes from my house named after Jon Bon Jovi. So weird.
It's such a sad state of affairs.
Where's the Uncle Floyd rest stop? I want to know that. Where's the Uncle Floyd rest stop? Where's the Fortune Cookies Tarot rest stop? Where
is it?
Where's that one? So if we're looking at this, like,
where's the? Oh no, they're in New York. I was gonna shout out the Ramones. They should get something. The Ramones.
Oh, Foxy, I will tell you who Angus Young is in just a minute. Jon Bon Jovi is from the town 2 towns over, and my Aunt Lane's ex-brother-in-law was asked to play drums for him, and he said no because John was a number of years younger than him. He was like, nah, they're just a bunch of kids. Huge mistake. Big regret. So here, Madonna, this is the way, not the Mandalorian way, but this is the way that she runs her gig. She just recycles and creates a new persona every couple of years, every few months. This is her doing this changeover. This one is not going to be well received because this is like the angry Madonna, angry girl. And it's going to create some conflict. Now, she's the queen of conflict. So is she going to pull through on this, or are people going to Wheel of Fortune? People are going to be upset.
She's like that toddler that does anything for attention, and all attention is good attention in Madonna.
Right. And that's basically what's happening here is she's doing do you remember when Quiznos, I think it was Quiznos, did that weird ad campaign? And they had that weird like cut and paste critter, and it was like this gross looking like squirrel.
No.
And there's a name for this advertising, and it's when they do something outrageous and outlandish and people will pay attention. And this was like, ew, what is that? It looks like a rodent, and this is a sub company, Quiznos, and it's got this weird gross little thing. But there's a name for that advertising, and so that's kind of what she's doing here. She's doing this negative advertising. She's trying to get the chatter. She's trying to get the tarot readers to read on this. Like, oh my God, is Madonna losing her mind? No, she lost her mind a while ago. I think it's from all the what she does. Just in my opinion. Just in my opinion. So, all right. So, Foxy. Angus Young. Let's talk about Angus Young. My son is named after Angus Young. No, my son, we named him Angus because we wanted to have a really strong Scottish name. But he was also in the running Magnus and Nicholas. Nicholas because I'm a history buff, but Angus, he was an Angus when he came out. He was like, rah! So, but he's a drummer, not a guitar player, but he can play guitar and he can play really well. So, at one point, he did not like his name and he wanted me to rename him as Christian. But now I think he does like the name. I think he's into the name. So if Angus is sick, Angus Young is sick, I'm a little upset. So June 18, hi from Sweden. Hi. So let me see. I see. Emphysema. All right. So let's look. Oh, man. He is like forever young in that schoolboy uniform. But I will tell you, Grumpy Sapper and Foxy, when I die and go to heaven, Bon Scott is going to sing happy birthday to me. No one wears pants tighter, right, Kay? Oh, she's muted.
Absolutely.
All right. So how is Angus Young doing with this emphysema? That is bullshit. Oops, I said it out loud. Bullshit. Nobody's asking me weird psychic questions. I thought this like a ask me anything kind of thing. Oh, tough luck. So bad news, and unfortunately, he did it to himself. So if it's emphysema, if it's from smoking or whatever, he did it to himself. There's some things that they're going to do, and this when we get the sun, it's heat. So I don't know if they're going to if they can treat emphysema with like radiation or some kind of a hot thing. I get the sense that they're gonna apply some heat to this, which is kind of cool. Maybe there's some laser stuff that they do. But that will get them a little bit further along. But in the end, this is going to be a chronic situation. It's not going to take him down quickly. So it's just going to be a chronic situation that he has to deal with. I don't think we're going to see him performing anymore. I think that's it. When Malcolm, when they lost Malcolm, I kind of figured that was going to be the end of it. The band's been through everything. They lost a singer, they resurrected. They got Brian Johnson. Brian Johnson's blown his vocal cords out. He can't hear anymore. Malcolm, they lost Malcolm to dementia. I really thought that was going to be kind of the wrap up. Oddly enough, I've never seen AC/DC. I don't think I've ever seen them. I've seen way too many bands, but I don't think I've ever seen them. In a few days, I'll probably think about it and go, "Oh yeah, I did see them," and so. But I to my recollection right now, I don't think I've ever seen AC/DC. So this, yeah, it does not look great. How much time are we looking at for him? It's going to be a tough go. It's going to drag a bit. So we'll still have him. We'll still have him around, but I don't think he's going to perform anymore. That's my opinion. Love that guy. So cute. And what's really nice to hear about him? He is actually a really nice rock star. He is very generous with fans. There are very, very few stories about him being not nice to fans. So that's always refreshing to hear. I'm scrolling down here a little bit. So that was a good one. Well, not a good one, but a good question. Let's talk about the Judds. So Naomi died, right? Naomi Judd died. Dud. I said Dud. Naomi Dud. Naomi Judd. Yeah. Didn't she die, Greg? Do you know?
Naomi was the mother, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's see how Winona is. Are you going to sing it? No, Greg?
What?
Winona had a big brown beaver?
Oh.
Let's see how Winona is doing. Winona. Huh. Is she married? Kay, do you know if she's married?
I do not.
I do not. Comment in the comments if you know if Winona is married. Winona has big brown beaver and stroked it all the time. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So Foxy, I'm having trouble keeping up with the comments. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to scroll back, honey. So this is absolutely coming out of that mourning and sadness and depression. Okay. So she's coming out of that. This is being very protective of her privacy and realizing limitations up here. So, the sky's the limit when we get that 4 of Cups. Like, I can do anything. I can do anything better than you can. So this is sky's the limit. But when we go in reverse, we see limitations. We would see this with Celine Dion when she was diagnosed with her autoimmune issue. So she's realizing those limitations. And I think that she is putting on the side the work that she does. So I have a feeling that this, again, is like maybe a retirement situation, maybe just in the studio, not doing a lot of live gigs and turning this into something else. So, Kay, you being a singer, it's easy to get dizzy up there when you're performing. When you practice, we practice the cadence of our breath and with the actual songs that we're singing. But if you don't do that, if you lose like even that one breath, that's maybe a critical breath, you can wind up getting really dizzy and you have to recover between the songs. So when you are a professional singer like Winona Judd, like Britney Spears, Madonna, etc., you don't have that luxury of saying, wait a minute, I gotta catch my breath. Everybody have another round of beers. You just don't have that luxury. That the shows are timed very strategically, so they have to just keep going. So Jelly Roll had to hold her up during a performance. And Wifey thinks, she's having dizzy spells. Yes. So I think she's still married. Jelly Roll had to hold her up. What was up with that? Because this looks like it's going, her career track is going to change a little bit. We're going to do some things a little bit differently here. I don't think she's going to be real gung-ho on performing. So those of you that are just jumping in, I just saw a bunch of people jump in. We're talking about Winona Judd.
Winona. That's a shame. That's a shame.
It is a shame. But you know what? We're all getting older, and sometimes, you can't be a rock star anymore. So go over here. Do you want to stay on, Kay, or you want to jump off?
Yeah, I'm here.
You're here. Why not? Let's do a little fun for Jon Bon Jovi.
Shuffle those cards. Shuffle those cards.
Every day I'm shuffling. Oh, Jon Bon Jovi in the world. In the center. We're going to do this. A little Celtic cross for him since it's his birthday. We'll do a little extra. We'll go extra. Remember how cute he was when we were growing up?
I remember where exactly I was the first time I saw the Runaway video and everything stopped. And I don't even have a big crush on Jon Bon Jovi, but I remember like, whoa, That's
Yeah.
a good looking man making some decent music there on MTV.
And he had
boy,
that
are
amazing hair.
And boy, are his pants tight. Because if we all go back to the Runaway video, yes, I remember where I was and what I was doing.
All right. And wifey Simran, I see your question. We're going to answer it in just a second. So Jon Bon Jovi, this is a closeout. So I hate to say it, but this looks like retirement because he can't do it anymore. And there's a certain element of not wanting to do it anymore. It's a bit of a struggle. This has been kept quiet for some time. He is disappointed under the surface, but he is recovering from that. So he's not too bent out of shape. He's going to do something else moving forward. So this feels very much like fundraising, having a nonprofit or something like that. He does have in Red Bank, New Jersey, he has something that's called Soul Kitchen. And it's an entirely volunteer run organization. So people come in, you don't have to pay for your food. You pay whatever you feel it was worth, which is a kind of a weird concept to me. But the people that come in, they volunteer their time to wash dishes, make food, that sort of thing. So it's a cool little organization. It's a little teeny tiny place. So if there's homeless people, they can come in and get a meal. They don't have to do anything. They can wash dishes or they can cook or whatever, clean tables, whatever. So it looks like he is going to go probably more into the political, altruistic route on here. That's what I think. Not performing is not what he wants to do. He unfortunately is going to miss that a whole lot. When you're a front guy like him and you're getting all that adulation, it is really hard to put that in your back pocket and go, yeah, my time is done. When you're being worshipped as a celebrity, it can get kind of bummy when that happens. So here he feels like he's done all that he could do in music. The judgment, he's a little bit worried about the blowback from other people, from fans, that kind of thing. They're just a little bit worried about. He is just a little bit worried about that. But he feels that there is always a possibility to come back. So he could do that. The reunion show, he could get his voice trained up and he could do the reunion show. Retirement, so to speak, or this transformation of his career is not exactly what he wants to do, but he's greeting it with grace and he's greeting it with some amount of pleasure and happiness. Grateful for the career that he had, open to whatever the universe is going to offer him moving forward. I just spilled some cards. Hang on, guys, because this is big deck energy. So we're going to tuck that over there. Just hang on.
I wonder if we could see him going into like New Jersey politics.
Oh, good Lord. Let's see. Are we looking at politics here?
He could go into politics.
He's looking for the people that he can go into politics with.
Interesting.
That's what he's looking for. So everybody's talking about tight pants in the comments. I am currently wearing something that's almost like pajamas. I have my pink fluffy outfit on, Kay. I'm like a teddy bear. So
who else has been in the news lately? Like who's been a train wreck?
Wait, hang on, because I got a request, a paid request.
Yes.
I'm just pulling up
the question. Are welcome. We love paid requests. Paid requests are welcome. We love them.
I love having the minstrel on here. So Simran, I'm looking for your bold question because it doesn't come all the way through on the PayPal app. So, need him stick around? Yeah, Simran, just put your question in bold in the comments. Thank you for your donation, but put your question in bold because I only have part of it. The only thing that I can see is Simran's question. What are Steve's feeling towards me? We are no. and that's all I can see. So if you can give me a little bit more, I'm more than happy to answer it for you. So let me just see what's going on here, and we'll do need him while I'm waiting for that to come up. So Simran, please put your question in bold, all caps. I won't think you're yelling at me. So need him. Okay, need him was going to ask out. That's the gal that I told you about, that she asked about James Hetfield. If she asked about on a date, we all went, yeah.
Yeah. What's
So
her
do you get a
question?
boy or a girl? And is this with James Hetfield? Are we having a baby with James Hetfield?
Oh, baby with James Hetfield. Does the baby come out saying, yeah? How many children does James Hetfield have? Does anyone know?
I know he has a few, I think. I think he does. I think he's got one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God, that was really funny. Both of you. This is why I'm married to both of you. So Kay is Gregopedia's. We call her SW1A, sister wife 1A. So need him. You know, this is what I'm going to tell you. The seed is not planted here. So, you know, the situation when we're looking at what kind of kids we're going to have is we have to kind of line up the whole situation. So, you know, here for an example, and I'll show all my tail feathers here. So, you know, before I had my son, I had a miscarriage. Not the worst thing in the world, because I was not prepared for that. I wasn't quite ready for him. But he came around again. You know, would he have been a boy the second time? Yes, probably. I know it's the same baby. I know it's the same little soul that went into that body. You know, it really depends on how we get things lined up. So one of the things that I like to do when people are pregnant, either take off like a ring or their necklace or something, and you do over their belly, and it works every time. It goes straight in a line, it's a boy. If it goes in a circle, it's a girl. So when you're ready, and when you get pregnant, we can start doing gender identities. So I don't know if I need to have more genders in there, but so we'll see. All right. So let's do this. I'm going to pull out my Ellen Cannon Reed just to get like fresh deck here. Fresh deck. We're coming up on an hour and a half, so we're going to wrap this up. So if I missed anybody's questions, start putting them in bold down below.
And a big thank you, everybody, for coming here today. Thank you, everybody. And don't forget to
Hey. Don't forget my friend Kay. That can be the next lyric, next phrase. What am I trying to say? Yeah, right? Are you doing Jeff Goldblum?
I am doing it. Working on my Jeff Goldblum.
What did I say that was? Fum farking? Fum. Yeah, there was a name for that. It's a Yiddish word.
I'm playing
Bumpering. Yes, bumpering.
I'm playing
It's
shuffle.
when you do the Jeff Goldblum where you go and you're kind of stuttering through it. All right, Simran, here we go, baby doll. What is Steve thinking, Kay?
I'm not the psychic here, Anna. Just sing and entertain. That's all.
I'm just singing over here. So maybe that's your gift. All right, Simran. So Steve's making decisions. So when we get twos, it's always making decisions. We've got a 2 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups, 2 of Wands, Justice card. That's another decision-making process. So he is trying to find that queen that is going to be the hearth and home keeper. He wants someone who is going to, I hate to say breed with him, but that's really what we want. He wants someone who's going to build a life with him and, produce children is essentially what we're looking at here. But he's not decided yet. All of the twos are upside down because he's not sure if he wants to marry for love, for money, for excitement, for someone's career path that they're on. He's trying to figure himself out. And that's what we get with this Five of Pentacles. He's trying to figure out what's going to fit best in his life. And over here, this is the growing up process where he becomes the emperor and he becomes the captain of his own ship. So what does he feel for you? He's not necessarily feeling anything for you right now because he's trying to figure out what components make up the bride that he is going to pick, the lady that he is going to settle with for the rest of his life. He's right in the sweet spot of making that decision, though. So, you can only win the lottery if you buy a ticket. So if you want to, be in his vision, you have to break down and get in his sight. So how would that be received? Five of Cups in reverse, the universe, 10 of Swords in reverse. Honestly, like he's so busy trying to sort out what he wants, he's not really looking at the actual who's that he has been around. So, getting in front of him, he would want to see if you were a little bit different, maturing to the point that he is as well. So that would be something that's going on there. And this would be collaborative thought, working together, seeing if you can build a life together. So that's interesting. That is very interesting. So let me scroll down. I think Kay should play ukulele on every live too. So
Thank you.
So Sierra just asked what's coming toward her soon. And we'll tell her.
Shuffle jam.
So Sierra, what you want is someone to lay out those directions for you. What you need to do is talk to your higher self, your intuition, your gods, those kinds of things, and ask them what you're supposed to be doing. Because you're a little adrift right now. You're waiting for someone to kind of write it all out for you. That's not going to happen. The way that you can build your future is by actually creating your future. So what do you need? Money. So this looks like money is coming to you, but it's coming to you by sketchy means. So, like this is like a lost wallet. You find, $1,000 in it or something like that. Sketchy means money is coming to you. You can run with that. Reunion. It looks like, it probably is going to be lost money that's going to fall into your hands, and then you have to kind of either cover it up or give it back. So that's something that's coming toward you. So take that for what it's worth. So don't take any wooden nickels. Let's scroll down. And I'm going to go back up here. Simran, we got done. That one done. And let me just... Right. And then we have P. Probjot. Like, get the remote job at Rise 25. Let's see. One
Shuffle.
card. One card. Sloppy shuffle.
Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. And we're gonna shuffle. And we're gonna shuffle. And And we're gonna shuffle, yeah.
Yes, but you're gonna have to do follow-up on it. Okay, so if you haven't sent the thank you note and if you haven't followed up with them, do so, because they're actually trying to make a decision between a couple of different people, and they're kind of waiting for the rounding out of the interview process. So make sure that you do those rounding out parts. And if you'd like to make a donation, that would be great. Michelle, yeah, you have a child because you want to be a parent, or you're surprised and you get a surprise baby like I did. Oh, Foxy dear. Foxy, I didn't even go through all your questions. Let's see. Oksana. Radom. Oksana. Do you feel I will hear from Robert D again? And will we be dating? Robert D. I originally saw that as Robert P. K. because I don't have glasses. And I immediately thought of your golden god, Robert Plant.
Oh, my goodness.
I knew you loved him.
Thank you for that. I do love me some Robert Plant. Who are we talking about? Robert De Niro?
No, Robert De Niro, I think.
Okay.
Oksana is dating Robert De Niro.
Oh.
So, are you going to hear from Robert again? Robert is not picking up the phone. So, the Eight of Wands is about speed, communication, things that are coming through. Robert is not picking up the phone. Robert has other things that he is doing. The relationship, while it's not off the table for him, it's not like a non-negotiable. He has moved on to other interests. Let's put it that way. So I think he's playing the field. I don't think he's locked into one person, but he is being quite reckless. So he's having a grand old time. That sometimes happens with young and old men. They sometimes have to go and sow those wild oats all over the place. Yes, sowing the wild oats.
He's a
You never sowed any wild oats, did you?
He's a tad old for that.
Yeah, well, we don't know how old Oksana is.
Oh, I was talking about Robert De Niro.
No, it's not really Robert De Niro.
Gotcha.
So, Oksana, thank you for your question. If you'd like to make a donation, my pay apps are in the chat and or not in the chat, in the ticker and also on the video description. So I know Kay is adorable. And Penny, how are you, honey? So, and look, Shelly's in the chats too. I know it's rainy and miserable, right? I just want to go upstairs with a book and chill out. Grumpy Sapper's going to bed. Good night.
Am I playing you out? Play me out, Johnny?
No, but I'm just seeing if anybody else has any questions, because I think we're going to wrap it. So let's see. Oh, please don't spam the chat. Don't spam the chat. I get to you as fast as I can. Simran, you are very welcome, dear. Yes, Penny. I worked out this morning, so I'm a little flushed, and I got my hair done this week. Got some color and a cut from Chop Chop Bang Bang in Asbury Park from my good friend Steven. So I'm feeling good. I am gonna.
Oh, we just got a great question from Amanda.
Oh, Amanda. Okay, you would love Amanda. We have to take a trip down to my folks. Amanda's adjacent to my folks, so we'll take a trip down and go see Amanda. We'll go have lunch with her. Oh no, this is a different Amanda. Amanda, I'm sorry. No, we're not stalking you. I thought it was another Amanda. Request for you to sing Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
Kay's not prepared for this performance. Kay's winging it, so I will practice a few songs for the next one. Kay's making all this up. What?
Can we do heart? Can we do heart? So Amanda, when are you going to conceive? You know, I have time telling cards too. So, and again, this is for entertainment purposes only. I am not a doctor. So let's see, we're gonna do this will be the last one, guys. So if I didn't get to you today, I'll try and do another live tomorrow. So this is for Amanda Povlich. Povlich? What you want, what you need.
Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, somewhere over the rainbow, way up high.
So Amanda, on a Tuesday, we got on a Tuesday. So check that ovulation calendar. It'll be afternoon delight. Can you do that one, Kay?
I'm gonna bow out.
Sky rockets in flight.
Delight.
Afternoon delight.
Yeah.
Well, we have to practice that in Anchorman because they sing it in Anchorman.
Oh my gosh,
And
we do
Paul
need to
Rudd is awesome in it. I'll be Paul Rudd. So, Amanda, let's talk about this. So, it's what you want is to have this happen really quickly, but there are things that are kind of holding it back. We need better seed here. So, you know, when we talk about getting a better seed, that's not trading in, you know, the equipment for a different equipment. But this is like the quality of seed. So, you know, sometimes that can be changing of underwear, not going in hot tubs, not going in saunas, that kind of thing. Or sometimes it's diet, exercise, you know, not taking a medication that someone is taking. So we need to improve the seed. So it's not quantity here much as quality. So do a little research, see if there's some kind of diet that you can put your intended on to kind of pump that up. That's one thing that we can do. It's a little bit slower. And if September, you know, on a Tuesday in the afternoon in September, check the ovulation calendar. That's when we're going to get this. It's going to take a little bit of time. So you can enjoy the summer. You can work out all summer. You can lay in the sun. You can drink and eat and be merry and do whatever you're going to do without having to worry about, you know, a little passenger getting affected by that. So go to concerts, have a great time, have a ball. So that being said, I think I've had enough today. Wifey is singing and driving her cat crazy. This was a fun little live.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. You know, if we ever do buy our little compound, oh, you're very welcome, Amanda. If you'd like to do a donation, you can do so. If not, it's okay. I won't be upset. This was a fun afternoon for me anyway. So, Kay, like my biggest challenge today is we did army crawls at boot camp, and my knees are all not hurting from the exercise, but hurting because they're bruised.
Wear knee pads, girl.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I have to get the knee pads that Angus has for his practice, and I'll wear those. But dang, like I really was like, I was hitting the floor really hard. And my sister-in-law was like, Kathy came in and she goes, I just want you to know, I never sign up to come to the class when they do the obstacle course because I hate it. So like basically what they did was they just run the clock. The class is only 2 hours, or it's only 2 hours long. It's only a half hour long. And so they just run the clock, and you have to do like five exercises at the 10 stations and then move on to the next one. So it was like, you had to do like a box jump, you had to do like squats. They had like a whole medicine ball thing going on. I thought the medicine ball was fun. And then we were doing these crazy lifts with like a heavy bag. It was wild. I've never done that before. That was
I miss all that.
Well, you'll be back soon enough, and then we can do it together too. You can come down. Yeah. So, but every time we did the army crawl, like I hit the floor like I was dodging, live fire. So
That's what I have to do when I work out, make up scenarios. When I'm running on a treadmill, I have to pretend I'm running up a hill to get medicine to save my dog.
No, you've told me that. When I run on the treadmill, I envision my future skinny self ahead of me. I'm not running for my dog.
I'm running away from like Nazis and trying to get medicine to save my dying dog to even get me running on a treadmill.
But I like running. Like I know people hate it. I love running.
No.
I love it. Why don't you like it?
My people don't run. We just ran once. We ran once to tell the Athenians that war was coming, and then the guy dropped dead. And that was the last time a Greek ran.
It's not the last time a Greek ran.
It is the last time a Greek ran. To save his country, and then he dropped dead, and that was the end of Greeks running.
Wait, what was his name? He had a name?
No, I don't. Yes, he had a name, and that's where marathon came from. But I don't know his name. I should know his name.
Well, he was running to marathon, right?
Yeah, he was running to warn them. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to give you an energy card because we're probably going to get off this live and then get on the phone anyway. So
I need an energy card.
I'm going to give you an energy card. It's going to say, "Run, Forrest, run." Can you see that?
What does it say?
Living with purpose brings prosperity. Brings me prosperity.
All right.
So what's mine here? Oh, actually, this will be mine, and then Foxy's getting one. Healing myself heals my lineage.
Ooh, I like that.
So yeah, not having freaking anxiety.
Greg's card says, yeah.
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 Foxy, yours is shift your perspective.
Ooh.
Foxy's got great perspective. And Penny, I got one for you. See this from a higher perspective. And then wifey, you get honesty is the best policy.
Ooh.
And tarot destiny, you get truth is my teacher. That's a good one. And Deborah Schoen, where are you? Clear your karma, Deborah. Who else is in here? So, Foxy, when we do these energy cards, these are your raise your vibration cards. So this is to get you to resonate a little bit differently, to bring interesting things, new things into your life. So shifting your perspective, you may be looking at things too literally. You may be looking at cars too much, and you should be looking at trains more. So that kind of thing. So shifting your perspective, maybe off physical things, looking at spiritual things, or looking at family versus social life, that kind of stuff. So Shelly, I'm gonna give you one, baby. I am supported on my path. Shelly, that's for you. Need him. What does James Hetfield think of me? I'm gonna give you one card on that. One card. The Magician. He thinks you're magical, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. One last time, everybody. One yet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I did it better the first time.
but need him. Oh, relationships are assignments.
There they are.
That's for you, honey. So who else do we have still in here? We got 21 people.
Yeah, this is a party.
This is the party. Amanda, I'm going to give you one more card, baby. Here we go. Let your inner fire warm you, but not burn you. Again, I said there was something about the quality of seed she's looking at there. I'm scrolling up.
Scrolling.
Yeah, scrolling. So please hold. Grumpy Sapper bagged out. He had to go to sleepy. Is late in his neck of the woods. So everybody's doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna share to my community page the that video of all the yeahs that he does. Like it's like 10 minutes of James Hetfield saying yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a hoot. It's a hoot. All right, guys. Well, we're gonna say goodbye. Kay and I are gonna say goodbye. I'm gonna go upstairs and I'm gonna grab a cocktail, and I think I'm gonna jump on the couch and maybe race some cars for a little while, race some Mario Kart. So, oh, wait a minute. Vincent came in at the last second. Vincent wants a reading. Vincent, you got it. You got it. You're my last one, Bubby. Let's pull this up.
This one's going out to Vincent.
You're getting a song too, Vincent. Vincent, what's going on with money? There's something about money that's going on with you, sweetie pie. So, and here in the past, it looks like the money fell out. Someone took it. You know who did that, though. You know who is responsible for that money coming out of your hands. So is there something you can do about that? Not necessarily, because the theft, and I want to say it was theft. The powers that be don't have the evidence that they need to restore those funds to you. The money is gone. I want you to know that. It's not going to come back. So and it doesn't have to necessarily be money. This could be, like some kind of deal that was cut. You have to free yourself from the idea of restoring that, of putting that back into place. You have to get rid of that, because that is going to hold you back from moving forward and restoring better finances. So let's put it that way. So how you see yourself, you see yourself as hard done by, and that's okay. If you're robbed, it's really hard not to. Others are seeing this as a fruitless effort to try and restore that. I don't know if any of this means anything to you. The hopes and fears, the fear is that you're being a chump by letting this go and just saying, yeah, I'm not going to do anything about it. Washing your hands of it and just moving forward and living your best life. So, don't worry about that, because, when the universe puts challenges in front of us, they put good things, they put challenges in front of us so that we can develop energetically and spiritually. Sometimes they do that so that we learn the lesson, the bigger lesson at hand. And this was a situation where you trusted someone that every alarm in your head was going off. People were telling you, don't trust this person, don't get involved with this person. Right up until the last minute, you were like, before you actually committed and were confirmed to have an interaction with this person, you were like, yeah, I don't know. Like, this is something's not right. There's a missing piece here. I'm a little uneasy about it. But then you talked yourself out of it and you were like, oh, well, I'm just going to kind of go with it, because everybody gets cold feet. Everybody gets worried. So, you didn't listen to that inner voice. Listen to the inner voice, because those are our angels and our higher self that are talking to us and telling us, This is a warning. This is a lesson. You have to move in a certain way. And when we get in that wrong direction, the alarms start going off, and that's when we get those intuitions. So so that's really what I'm seeing here. Don't be disappointed about it. There's another way. There's something else you can do. I'm going to pull a few more cards for you here. My selenite's rolling, 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 rolling. So what do you do to live your best life, Vincent? What do you do? Stop fighting. Lay down and rest. Find inner peace. And no, this is actually really it could relate to love. This could be related to love as well. Even though the 10 of Pentacles was the thing that was in the past. So that is um the 10 of Pentacles represents longevity and legacy for families, that kind of a thing. So it could in fact be a relationship. Here, lay it down. Okay, can we sing it? Lay it down. Do you know that one? Oh, she's on mute.
Yeah, I know you don't really know me. I know you don't really care to see me.
So okay, Vincent, we're getting some more information here, Vincent. So fighting for something that's gone, or fighting for something that burned you. So it's kind of like hanging on to a torch after it's burned down. It's still kind of sizzling in your hand. Let go. It's not serving any purpose anymore. It's not lit up. It's not guiding you anywhere. It's just burning your hand at this point. So, we really do have to kind of let those things go. Here, the Four of Swords is about rest, recovery, and replenishment. It's about taking that moment and really just casting everybody else aside, casting all things aside. If you have the means, go on vacation. Go take a weekend at the beach, take a weekend in the mountains, and go hang out by yourself and get some clarity. You could also do it in an hour or two meditation, something like that. You could absolutely do that. What you're going to find is that the situation that burned you is actually, you're better off having not been in that. Sometimes we want these relationships and these situations, work situations, that ideally they look really great. On paper, they look really great. But the truth is that they don't serve us very well. So find that inner peace. Find the Vincent that is thriving, and commit to having Vincent thrive. That is really this rest and meditation and quietude that you need. You'll find that the things that you have lost as a result of this situation, the things that are gone now, the money, the relationship, the job, whatever, doesn't make a difference, because you're still in control. You're still in a position where you can thrive without that. So scarcity does bring strength, and that can be in relationships, that can be in money, that can be in jobs. So scarcity will bring strength, and you're going to find your inner strength there. Overall, break free, let go of that relationship. Under the surface, you have all of the equipment that you need, but you won't have it accessible until you break free of the relationship. So I hope that helped, Vincent. If you'd like, we could do a further in-depth one. You can always book a reading with me at my website, FortuneCookiesTarot.com. If you'd like, you can make a donation on any of my cash apps. That would be super nice of you on this Saturday afternoon. But in the meantime, everybody else, Foxy's still chatting away. Yeah, Vincent, you're anytime. I try and do these lives as often as possible. My friend Kay is providing the musical entertainment here today. So So thank you everyone that donated, all the questions, all my friends that are here, Penny, Foxy, Wifey, TD, Deborah Showing, everybody who's here, all my regulars. Kay's gonna do the outro music. We'll do a little dance.
Have a good day, everyone. Have a nice day, everyone. And if you can, make a donation. And if you can, make a donation.
That'd be great.
Ciao.
All right, we're out of here, guys. We'll see you later. Kay, stick around in the green room.